Spotlite is an event presented to you by MB's Indian-American Student Association. My name is Nika Pandit and I'm one of MBISA's co-presidents. Before we go any further, let's introduce the rest of the officer staff.
Hi, I'm Rishi and I'm the other co-pres of MBISA.
Hi, I'm Kush Mathur. I'm the VP of Operations.
Hi, I'm Suhana Pathak. I'm VP of MCs.
Hi, I'm Suhani Sharma and I'm VP of Committees.
Hi, I'm Shrutika Barakam and I'm a secretary.
Hi, I'm Ashika Jain and I'm head of public relations.
Spotlight on India is one of Vista's only Indian cultural show. Tonight we have invited many members of our school and are grateful to have such an interest in participating in the show. We have an incredible lineup for all of you tonight, and we cannot wait to celebrate Indian culture with you all.
Tonight, our ticket sales will go to an Indian nonprofit called ICL Valyadi. ICL works for several initiatives to bring basic education to every child across rural India. ICL has already contributed to 80,000 schools and reached nearly 2.8 million young children. We are truly grateful for all of you to join us on this journey of supporting to such a wonderful cause.
The show has taken a lot of time and preparation into coming, and we would like to thank everyone involved for all the effort they have put in. Now, before we introduce the upcoming acts, we would like to remind you that loud cheering and whistling is acceptable and heavily encouraged at all times. Just please don't enter on stage.
We'd also like to remind you that food or drink is not allowed in the auditorium. We will be selling food at intermission. Please enter and exit through the back lobby doors only, as these side doors are for our emergency exits.
Without further ado, let's get this show started with our MCs.
This is extremely unprofessional.
Who the heck overbooked my show? This is a great time for us to cut to commercial. Please give it up for our very first act, Desi Girls, followed by Surya Pushpanjali.
not gnarly.
All right, Sharpji, looking 25 as always. What's the secret to your skincare routine? The tears of struggling Monta Vista students?
Absorbing all of the emotional trauma in this room.
Makes me look and feel young. Ah, the fond memories of my youth.
Okay. And Mr. Ed Sheeran, I'm just loving the shape of you.
Why, thank you. I've been doing Pilates lately. I've also been wearing Lululemon sets.
And Amit G, looking stoic as always. I'm loving the goatee.
Listen, couple G, it seems you are very stressed at the moment. Maybe we should come back another time?
No. The show must go on. So what to do? How about this? Let's cut to commercial. Please give it up for our next act, Aja Nachale! admit our show has been a little chaotic, but at least it's not as messy as Coffee with Garlic. Garlic, Jor, what are you doing here? And what did I
You took all of my guests, leaving no one for me to host on my own show. But it's okay. I'll spare the audience and take over this one. Welcome back to Coffee with Karan, presented by Spotlite.
Did Garlic just do my show?
Why do you make such terrible music?
Excuse me?
And Priyanka, why did you run away to Hollywood? Do you think it's because you're a terrible actress?
You literally kicked me out of the industry, and I'm a phenomenal actor, which is why I'm a big deal in 2 industries, while you're a joke in just 1.
Okay, yes, again, wrong to pick an accent. And as you can see, all of our guests are mentally unstable.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's cut to our next commercial. So, join me in welcoming our next act, Abriza Bharatanatyam.
I'll
wrong, which is why I think that we should talk all of our issues out. Like how you stole all of my guests, forcing me to take over your show.
Okay, sure. Let's talk. It was never my intention to steal your guests.
Exactly! Imagine how that makes me feel.
I'm sure it feels absolutely horrible. Really, I am so sorry. Next time, don't steal my show! It's finally gone.
Kamuji, all of the celebrities are fighting backstage. Priyanka and SRK are yelling at each other, and Laura, Ed Sheeran, and Lil G are fighting over whose music is better. What should I do?
Satyanash, another mess.
How dare you push me, couple! Up next, our fashion show, and followed by our IASA officer dance.
and drinks. However, if you're not allowed in the auditorium, please make sure to throw away all food items outside. Help yourself and be back in 15 minutes.
Oh look, if it isn't the man who left his show faster than seniors leave class when the sub takes attendance.
At least I had an interesting show to abandon. You've been reusing the same jokes since episode 1. But let's talk about what this is really about. You both want to host Spotlight.
No, you want to steal Spotlight from me.
But Jay, calm down. You two have a show to run, and 6 guests is a bit too much for one host.
I agree. Open your arms. And expand your friendship.
It would be perfect if you guys worked with each other.
I guess we'll work together just this once.
After you, co-host.
Ew, don't use that word.
Oh, please. This is temporary.
Temporary like you're acting for it. Welcome to the girl.
Welcome back to the government. Come on, Corin. Welcome back to the government. Welcome back to the government Spotlight on India show.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I want you on my team.
So does everybody else.
See, we can keep it on the let your guard down, ain't nobody got time. If you with it, girl, I want to place you.
Gotta know what you
Don't be mad, don't get me.
It's gonna get mad, it's gonna get mad, it's gonna get mad.
And welcome back to my show! I mean, our show. I'll start the conversation. Couple, why do you think your guests laugh so much on your show? Is it because you're actually funny, or because they finally realize what an idiot you are?
I can't do this anymore. I don't want to co-host with you. You come here, and all of my guests are fighting because of you. Then you're here on my show, and you insult me.
Audience, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Karan Johar versus Kapil Sharma. Who will win? Place your bets. Audience, make some noise if you think Karan will win. I support Karan. I feel it in my goatee.
I do too. He's almost handsome as I am.
Audience, now make some noise if you think Kapil will win.
I don't love couple, but I do hate Kern. Go couple!
Let the fight begin. Somehow, both of them lost that fight. Hopefully, they aren't bruised as their egos are. Now, let's hear it for Bhangra captains, followed by Ross.
I've had struggles with that. Someone gotta die when no one is dead.
to throw that thing away.
Stop fighting!
Guys, look at us fighting over stupid things. Let's focus on the fact that people are actually enjoying this show. You know, Spotlight exists for one reason, to bring people together. Let's not fight over a stage that's big enough to fit all of us.
Wait, so you're saying there can be 2 hosts?
Yes, the stage is large, but our hearts must be...
Wow.
Truth.
Wow, that gave me the shivers. Not as shivering as our last act. Give it up for Indo-American!
was, or possible at all, that all people contributed their time and effort into it. Each person on this stage, and several not on this stage, have spent the last 2 weeks and months preparing for this very show.
We would like to thank our MCs who put and bring in countless hours in writing an original script to blocking and memorizing in a very short period of time. They definitely made the show more engaging and fun to watch. Give it up for the MCs!
Thank you to the MC members Katrina, Nishi, and Annika, Suhana, and Panchu.
Thank you to the 2 people working for lighting and sound and helping us put on an amazing show tonight. Lighting, we had Anisha Harinarayanan, and sound, we had Gabriel Quo.
Now we would like to thank Miss Bada, our club advisor. Behind the scenes, support us through all our major decisions, and crucial to making sure the show can be the best it can be. So if Miss Bada, you could come on this stage so we can give you a call. Miss Bada would like to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Look at Monta! All my students, I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Today, you have represented your culture, your values, your family, and your school very passionately and with excellence. Parents, you should know that they do this in addition to preparing for that test and writing that essay, sports, and I don't know how many co-curriculars they have. I always say that many of you see resumes. Have you ever seen like resume of like a junior at Monta Vista? Like 5 pages long. All the things that they are involved in. So give them a huge round. And to my seniors especially, as you go, collect experiences. Collect experiences in life. Yes, you have to get an education, and yes, college helps, but guess what? At the top you have those 3, Zuckerbergs and the Bezos of the world, but when we are all somewhere on that, looking up, down, whatever. But you decide what is enough for you, but don't sacrifice experiences and relationships and connections in life. Take a bow, be proud, and get a good night's sleep today after
To all of us, this was a personal show. For some, it is their first, and for others, it is their last. We would like to thank all the seniors and all the acts today for working so hard. They've journeyed Monta Vista for 4 years, and we wish them good luck on all their future endeavors. Also, we would like to specifically thank our IASA senior officers, Mahika, Rishi, Suhana, and Now we will go to some short senior speeches. So I first met Kush in speech my freshman year, so not in IASA, but Kush is definitely one of the most passionate and dedicated people I know to everything that he does. He's able to balance so much while putting in work for everything. He's put in so much effort into Spotlite this year, and we're all so grateful that you're here with us. More than that, Kush, you've been an amazing friend to me for the last 3 years, and I can't believe it's almost time for us to say goodbye. We're gonna miss you so insanely much, and we all can't wait till you come back and visit us so we can hang out once again. However, when I first met you, I genuinely thought you were the coolest person ever. I've had the privilege to get to know you for the past years, and our friendship is one of the most invaluable things I have in my life. I will truly miss all of the CSA crash outs, go-around debriefs, and all the laughs we shared. We all appreciate how hard you worked to make the MC skits happen for Spotlight, and all of your work truly paid off today. We know you will go on to do great things in the future, and we wish you the best going forward. Please Rishi has never failed to make us all laugh, whether it's at him or with him. This year we've got to witness all of Rishi's works, from only eating the chicken in Meyer Mahika salad to running errands with his friends at Monta Vista Park.
But at the end of the day, Rishi's always there for us whenever we need him. We all love the energy he brings to the team and all the laughs that we get out of it. We're going to miss you so much, and we hope you come back and visit us. I first met Mahika this year in ISA, and if there's one thing I can tell you, it's that she's one of the sweetest people that I know. No matter what, she never fails to check up on us and make us laugh whenever we feel down. Mahika is generally the backbone of this team, and we wouldn't know what to do without her. Mahika, you have taught us so much, and we will miss you endlessly.
Let's give it up one last time for our ISA seniors! Last but not least, we would like to thank everyone in the audience for joining us this Friday night. We poured our heart and soul into bringing the show back to life, and our efforts would not have come to fruition if it was not for all of you. We would like to proceed with our anthems.
If you are willing and able, please stand for the American anthem sung by Suhani Sharma, Suhani Nirwal, Ayana Walia.
every show we ask the audience, Monta Vista, how do you feel? And you go, we feel good. Oh, we feel so good. Oh. Ready?